Having a hard time increasing sales? Every business have challenges. An ineffective marketing strategy? Failing to attract new customers? We can help you. Just Google GhanaOnlineAds.com and create a smart profile page for your business. Ghana Online Ads help local businesses improve their online marketing and increase sales. It also helps local consumers to identify the best business for their project and discover upcoming local events. How does it work? Sign up at GhanaOnlineAds.com, describe your business, add photos, and then publish your listing. Our focus is the long-term success of your business. For more information, visit www.GhanaOnlineAds.com or email sales@GhanaOnlineAds.com.
I'm Dolores, and this is SVTV Africa and the
Lovely.
Naked Truth Show. It's nice finally meeting you.
Naked Truth. I like that.
Yes. I've been watching a lot of videos. I'm like, whoa. I like the fact that you're so outspoken.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's dive right in. I want you to introduce yourself to my guests. What's your name?
Lovely. My name is Izzy Ogbeide. Well, it's Izzy Ogbeide, but I short it for Izzy Ogbeide. So I, social media personality. I do a lot of videos on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm a mom and a wife.
A mom and a wife?
I have two children. One is 6 years old, 9 months old, and a husband.
Did you say 9 months? Wow.
6 months, 6 years old, 9 months old, and a husband.
Wow.
I know many people doesn't know that. They're like, when are you going to marry? Nobody's going to marry you. You're going to do
Anyway, so growing up, how did you grow up in Nigeria? Schools you attended? We want to know all that.
All right. Yeah, I did grow up in Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria, Edo State to be precise. I'm a Bini girl. I don't know how much you know about, our tribe and dialect and all of that.
Yeah, I know about the different cities.
Just a lot of, but I'm from Edo State, and mom and dad lost my mom last December. It's okay on Christmas Day, which was tragic. So I grew up in Nigeria. I left very early. I left just before I turned 18 years old. So yeah, I grew up in Nigeria.
No wonder you don't have the typical Nigerian accent that we know.
I know, right? I left before I turned 18. So because I speak pidgin English, many people think you're Nigerian, you should add Nigeria. But I didn't learn anything when I was in Nigeria. I learn everything I know, and I do today is what I learn abroad. It's not like Nigeria really cultured me and all of that. I just love my language and my dialect, pidgin English, and that's why I use them in most of my videos.
Okay. What is Edo State known for? Because I want to know.
I don't know if you want me to be honest, but we're known for really tradition. Does that make sense? They're very cultured in tradition. This because our king is very, very, very part of our life. So we're known for obeying, if I can use that word, our culture. And other crazy things, but mainly culture.
Siblings, any siblings and all that, schools you attended. I want to know your background, everything about you.
Everything about me. I'm not sure you'll be able to know everything about me in a go today. But
the schools you attended in Nigeria, if anyone would recognize you from a previous school and all that.
Okay. Well, I don't know how the school is in Ghana, but I stopped at XS1.
Yeah,
that should be. Is it
school?
Level 6 or 7? Can't remember. I don't know what that is. So XX1, like we know in Nigeria, JS1, JS2, JS3, and then SS1. So that's why I dropped out of school. So I didn't actually went to school. Does that make sense? But I did finish my secondary school. I didn't finish my secondary school. It was when I came to the UK. I did a course for 2 years. So, and that's kept me going.
Would you say going to the UK changed your perception and a lot of things about you as compared to Nigeria? You feel like things would have been different for you if you had grown up in Nigeria?
Yes, it did change a lot. My first country when I left Nigeria was in Italy. I was trafficked, which was what gave
Okay.
me the confidence. Okay, I was trafficked for prostitution. Does that make sense? And then I left
You were
Italy.
trafficked?
I was trafficked, yes. I've said that so many times in my videos. I think that's one of the things that gave me the confidence that I have, talking about, the things I talk about, intimate about women and men and all of that. So if I can do that for someone and pay them money, why can't I talk about it as a woman? Many people are ashamed of it. I am not ashamed of it. Everything I've went through has been the things that have shaped my life to be the mom that I am, the wife, the woman, especially that I am today. So that's giving me a lot of strength. So I spent about 5 to 6 years in Italy and then I came here. It was when I came here, I started finding my confidence. I was quite vulnerable when I came. Um, so I had a child for the same man I have my daughter with. And because
Okay.
of the vulnerability and what I've been through, you lose your confidence and your personality, yourself. If you've gone through a lot of crazy things and you disvalue yourself, you don't see yourself as well enough to be able to speak to some people and be in some places. So it was when I had my daughter. And then the guy was like, "Oh, I don't need the baby." So I left with the pregnancy. I was like, "I've had enough of it." Okay, it was when, I had that. I don't have any choice. I have to be strong. I have to protect her. To do that, you have to be confident and be outspoken. You need things, you need
Yeah.
stuff. It's not easy to be a single mom. So I was a single mom for 5 years before, I had another baby now, and then I got married, which was it's been good for me. So yeah, it was when I came to the UK, I really know how life is.
So let's go back to you saying you were trafficked. How did you end up being trafficked? We want to know so people don't
Well,
fall for
it's
the
quite
same tricks
crazy in
again.
Nigeria those days, and still really
Okay.
crazy now. Many people would die to be trafficked. They just want to leave the country. So I was really, really young. I think from 15 years old, my mom was looking for somebody. It was just like, I'm sorry to say this, but it was like a traditional thing. You have to have a child abroad. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it
You
does.
have a friend who have a child abroad, and you have a sister who have a child abroad, and you have to have a child abroad. I think that was one of the motives that make, some parents, including my parents, say you have to travel. Okay. Being that you're that age, you know some things, but you don't really know anything. Does that make sense? They see
Yes.
you as a woman, and that's it. You're a woman. You have a vagina. That's respect most women have it, right?
Yeah.
You're a woman. So I was, what would I say? It was a traffic. Give your child to someone to take abroad and all of that. So it was traffic. They was vulnerable as well and naive. I think if they actually understood the journey and what was happening there, my parents would never get involved in it. And so many parents would never ever let their children, be trafficked.
So I want to understand, okay, if you talk about trafficking, right, the first thing that comes to mind is sex trafficking. Is
Yeah,
that your case? Are you referring to sex trafficking?
it is. Yeah.
Okay. So how, oh no. So how was it? How does it feel like being sex trafficked at that age? Approximately, how many men do you think you ended up in bed with?
Ooh, I think the more you have, depends from 10 upwards per day. Okay. So
Wow.
sometimes it's 10, 20, 30. So it depends on how hot you are. according to. So, yeah,
How did that affect you mentally to be
it
able
does
to
a lot.
change?
It's That's what I was saying before. I say sometimes in some of my videos, you see me talking, you don't know what I've been through. Finding my power and having this confidence has been a journey for me. Okay. It broke me down, shattered me. And with the kind, which should I say, crew, the set of people that you meet when you get to Italy are the same people. So you never really learn anything, you're just circling. The people you're going to meet are as broken as you are. They've done it, they were trafficked. So you don't actually have friend outside, unlike here. I went to school here, I meet people in school, I meet people at work. So I've experienced different system from when I was in Italy. So it's crazy what it does to your mental health and your self-confidence and self-esteem and all of that.
This might be a funny question, okay, but I want to ask anyway. You were having sex with different men all day, like
Yeah,
every day there. But I
yeah.
still want to know, were there instances where you were raped? Okay, I know you are into that business, but were you still raped? It's like this men they didn't pay
I
you, but they end up being
I would
raping
say the
you.
whole of it is raped, even if the man doesn't know it. But it was all raped because it's not something you want to do. You don't have choice. This is the place where you don't have mother, father, sister. They could kill me, and my parents wouldn't find out. It's like 7,000 miles away. Okay. So anything can
Okay.
happen to me. It's just a telephone call. Your daughter is dead. That's all, you know. So you have to do what they ask you to do to basically live a happy life, according to.
How long ago was this? And how many years were you in this?
Right. From 2008 until 2013, I was in that, you know. I I was a strong person, I'd say. I think that's why I didn't even stay long. I had to be like, I've had enough. And then I met somebody. When I met this guy, it was okay at first. When we were talking, I was desperate to come to the UK. He was here, so I was really desperate, and I was talking to him. He all worked for my good, should I say. His brother's girlfriend gave me her passport to come here, which I'm really grateful for, even if I'm not speaking to her anymore. But I'm grateful. Sometimes you just have to let some people go. They're not part of you anymore. They were part of your journey, but they're not part of you. You have to know that. So I let some people go so I can let some memories go. So she gave me the passport to come here, and I came here. It wasn't very nice with the guy. Sometimes the people, we say we were trafficking, they're raping us. These white people, they really treat you really good, some of them. So if you've tasted that life of being treated as a queen, and then come and somebody's treating you in a very bad way. So I wasn't able to take it. So I, had to separate myself from him and move on with my life.
So this guy you met who helped you out of it, okay, how did you feel about you being the act in the first place? Were there times that he would throw it in your face?
It didn't say it, but like you're not worth it. When somebody refused to, after all the sacrifice of coming here. I didn't come here because, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm suffering, I need to come. Yes, I was, but I met somebody who was ready to, a white guy who was ready to take care of me. But at the back of your head, it's just there that this was one of the people, that did this to me, even if it wasn't him. But the color, the being white, just speaks everything you've went through. So making that sacrifice and coming here and being treated the way I was treated, it just made me think back, like when they say take money, do this, take money, do this. It just reminds you of that past life that you so desperate to want to end. So yeah, I can feel, even if it doesn't say it, I can feel it, which was not nice.
Are you still traumatized?
I used to be, okay, so I have to accept it. It
So would
wasn't
you
my
say you are
fault.
healed now? Would
Say
you say
it
you are
again.
healed? Would you say you are healed now?
I am, because I wasn't healed because I'm a strong person. Oh, magically. No, I've seen a lot of therapists. I've gone through, well, I don't, with my short video now, you probably wouldn't hear them. But when I used to do live video on Facebook, I say it a lot. I know a lot of women who have gone through it. I know most people that I saw doing streaming live video on social media and talking, they've all gone through it. You have to seek professional help. You can't brush it away. Sometimes when I talk about it, you be a shower, all of us now shower, they feel personally attacked by it. They not heal. They want to run away from it so bad. You need to go seek help. I am. Not because
So,
I've done it professionally as a job, but we all are. We are. I am sometimes to
so
my husband. If I offend him, I give him toto. I am. Some way we all are. You go wear pants and bra and they come and seduce him and like, hey, we all are as a woman. But because they've gone through it, they've done that, they don't want to accept it. They just need to seek help. I've tried my best. Hopefully anybody who is touched by this should seek help.
So, how do you feel? I want to know. I still want to know, even though you mentioned, how do you still feel being called a whore all the time? Um, does it hurt? Like, does it still stink? Like
It
it
doesn't.
did back then? It doesn't.
It doesn't. I don't know why. I've done it. I can't run away from it. It's like you say you're a mother, and I'm gonna say I'm not a mother. I am a mother. It's there. It's been done. I have children. You know. Um. This is what I say. Because you had miscarriage or you had the baby that is in there doesn't mean you've not had children before. You've had. Even if they're not there, somebody have a child and the child passed away, does not mean you've never had a child in your life before. You've had children.
So,
So that's what it is.
so
I've
you
done
no
it.
longer care about the stereotyping at
No, no,
all.
no, no. No, 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 no. I think if you
Okay.
care, it will break you down even more. That means it triggers something, go seek help. I've done it, I've done it. I had a stillbirth in 2015. If you tell me now, oh, you've had a stillbirth, should I be crying? Of course it did happen. I accept it.
Okay, so now you are married, right? You have kids. Do you care that your kids would grow up to know their mom was a whore and probably kids teasing them here and there? And even your husband, how does it take it when people, your wife used to be a whore? I've had it before. How is that even affecting you
What?
in all of this?
I don't think he cares. Do you know what? I've had a sex tape that went viral. I think that's even the worst for anyone if it's going to be something. Okay. So he know all that. He sees it, right? He didn't care. So I don't think he actually is something to him.
What about kids?
I don't say that again.
Your kids, they're going to grow up to find out all this.
It doesn't matter. Do you know something? Some people do prostitution as a profession. They choose to, not because they were trafficked. I have an excuse. I was trafficked. But do you know some people wake up every night and go there by choice
Yes.
and do it and they have children and husband. This is their job, satisfying other men. People just need to understand. They watch adult movie, Most
Yeah.
people in that adult movie have children and husband. They just do adult movie as a job. So with me and the kind of children I'm raising, I don't think it will be a big deal at all. They have to understand people have different life. Like we have two moms and two dads, and some people are single moms, some people are single dad. So I'm raising my children to understand that things happen in life and people go through things, and you just have to accept people for who they are. That's it.
How long have you been married?
Uh, it was a year now. It was a year in um November, but we've known each other for 4 years before we got married.
That's nice. And how
Yeah.
is marriage life as compared to being on the streets?
Children's life, having a kids, that's the thing, because marriage to me is not how other people sees it. I got married, I still continue to do what I'm doing. I wear pants and bra like I've always done in my videos. I talk about intimacy like I've always done. I talk about my ex, the sex I've had with my ex. I talk about it. It's normal. Sometimes women want to talk about that. I don't have pretense. If you don't like me, I cannot accommodate you. I'm sorry. I can't. You
And it
can't be
doesn't make
going
your
and I'm
husband
living
feel
rent
any
free.
insecure?
Say that again.
Talking about your ex and all, it doesn't make your husband feel insecure in any way? Or
No,
bad that you still do all the things you used to do before you met him? He doesn't restrict you in any way?
it doesn't feel like a marriage to me. Does that make sense? It's just like two people who like themselves are together. I talk about it with him. I say it on social media. This is something some women want to talk about, and having that freedom to talk about it, I think it just make you yourself, and I think it's better.
Okay. So, since we're talking about all this, let's talk about the hookup system, okay? Because in Ghana here, I could boldly say that this hookup thing was introduced by Nigerians. Do you think this sex for money thing, it's a thing in Nigeria? Like they've come to accept that transactional type of sex? Like, is it a Nigeria thing?
I think it's how the men are raised back down there. They're
Okay.
raised as king. It doesn't matter which tribe. Nigerian
Okay.
men are raised as king, not like king that have a throne, but their mother raised them to take responsibility. Most of them, you know. So when you're raised that way, you think with your money you can get anything. And the women are treated as a woman who have a vagina, even from childhood, growing up from home. Most people would tell you the experience they've been through. They've never been seen as special. They've been seen as a woman. You do the cooking, your brother has to be the king. You have to serve your brothers, wash their clothes and all of that. So I think that's one of the reason, which is a very big deal. So you see them sometimes. If a woman don't have respect, I cannot marry. What do you need respect for? You have to do something to gain respect. You don't just gain respect like that. There has to be physical thing for me to be like, wow, I respect what you did yesterday. It was really nice. They don't think they have to do anything to get respect. They just think they have to be a man. I have, something in between the legs and they get all they want.
So I have a question. Okay. In
Come on.
Ghana right now, okay, if I count 10 prostitutes on the street, I'll take Nigerians and it will be like 8 out of 10. And I want to know, is it a common thing in Nigeria for most
It's not
girls
a
to be on the
common
street? Like,
thing. If you go to Nigeria, there'll probably be 10 girls standing, 8 Ghanaian there or 8 Zimbabwe. They don't want to do it in their country. They take it outside. So people doesn't know. They say I live in Ghana or I live in Nigeria, but she's actually doing stuff down there. So I think that's why you see 10 girls standing, 8 Nigerians and 2 Ghana. If you go to Nigeria, it's 8 Ghana and 2 Nigerians. So I think that's
okay,
what it is. They are ashamed. In some countries, it's illegal, you know, and you can pay your tax for it and walk your vagina off. It's your business. So because
okay,
it's such a stigma, some people have to hide and go to other countries and do it. So I think it's a general thing. It's not a particular country or culture that does it. It's just.
So there's no particular reason why they come to Ghana for that. Because I could boldly say that a lot of bad things actually happen in Ghana here, and we could attribute it to Nigerians. Okay, is this promiscuous behavior normal in Nigeria?
It isn't normal. I can tell you, I'm a sample of that. How my people criticize me. Okay. I've had a lot of people who want to interview me. They're Nigerians. I'm like, I'm not going. So when I look at your partner's videos, I'm like, okay, it's Ghanaian, they're other people. That's fine, okay, because my people have attacked me a lot. They said I'm not decent enough. I don't have dignity, but they don't know that part of this is part of my healing, what I've been through, So having the confidence to talk and all of this is just helping my life, if that makes sense. So I don't think it's a Nigerian thing. Then people don't show you what they're eating. They cover it. They think I'm an outcast. So it's not a Nigerian thing at all.
But if you said that, I wouldn't agree much on it, because when I go on social media, I see a lot of Nigerian girls showing off their boobs. Some even go more than that. They are showing off, and you are telling me that it's a Nigerian thing, and they are just
Nigerians like to dominate. I can tell you, they like to dominate. It's part of who we are. Okay, so I just think if one like myself, the moment I found my confidence, my pant was off the roof. I wanted to explore until something tells me to stop. So that's how the women are. When they find their power, they use it and make sure that they have maximum use of it and experience. So I think it's just, matter of dominating and confidence, I think.
Can I say that because of what you've gone through, you use your page to promote promiscuous life, like you are done a promiscuous life? Because if I go through your videos, that's an impression I had, like, okay, this lady promotes promiscuity, like you promote those things. Would you say that? Would you agree with me?
See something yesterday, because I process my videos a lot that I put out there.
Okay.
And you have to be dramatic for some people to listen to your messages sometimes.
Okay.
When I say toto and the words that I use, I don't know if I can use it here. I don't know where this is going, so it doesn't affect.
It means the
Say
same
that
thing.
again?
You can use it. You could use it. It means the same thing here as well.
Good. Okay. I don't know if you're going to post it so it doesn't affect. I don't know how you're going to do it.
You can use sex or anything.
Yeah, I wanted to use some words. When I say my words, fucking and all of that, I put it together. Is a way to pass a message. You have to really understand it to get it. There's a video I did. I say women should share their toto, like give it to different people. If it doesn't work here, it works here. You know what that means? It's actually a relationship. If it doesn't work, move on. Sure, you go give toto to the men. You're gonna sleep with them. So I like to use that vulgarity. So it draws your attention and then you listen. If it doesn't work, move on. You can't die there. Oh, I'm keeping my toto so you don't try another good person. Many people will tell you they've ended up in a stupid relationship. They've ended their life because of this stupidity. I want to be decent. The world should see me decent. They're not going to pay you money for it. If you're in trouble, they're not going to come and save your life because you've been so decent and refuse to give your cookies to several men. Okay. So I like to use the vulgar words to attract you. So you stand by. If you're able to look past the words, you would then understand exactly what I'm talking about. Don't stick with him. If it's not for you, try another. Share your toto, right? So move on. That's what I mean by that. But I have to use the vulgarity to attract people.
Okay. So on that, why do you think women these days depend so much on men for everything? Like, I know that because I see you give advices and all that 5 things a woman, you even in one video you're telling them 5 things a lady should do before even considering marriage and all that. I want you to talk about that.
Growing up, I never saw my mom wait for my dad. This is how I was raised. And
Okay.
I can't remember how old I was. Go helping my mom in her shop. I can't remember. I just know I grew up. My mom have a shop and I'm helping. I guess she was taking me there when I was a baby. So I've
Okay.
been used to, money and shops and all of that. I've never for once depended on a man. But many people
Okay.
don't have this. But I tell you, in Ghana, Nigeria, women are doing well for themselves. Okay. But there's some women that just sit and wait. It's so annoying. Do something for yourself. Is actually some people today be like, I don't know why your husband marries you. He's more educated. He's from a decent family. There are some qualities that you don't see that I have. I don't wait for him. When we go on a date, when we were dating, pay your bills, I pay mine. Unless you insist, I'm coming with my money. I'm not going to say, call me a taxi and pay for it. No. Just in case I come to your house, I'm not happy, I can go without you saying, oh, pay me back for the taxi. I bought you those clothes you're wearing. No, I can't. So I can easily say, no, I don't want. You have to be okay for yourself. You have to know that he is a bonus. He's not the man of the show. You are the woman of the show. If he is the man of the show, you can't do anything for yourself. He's going to continue being the man of the show and he's going to have lots of women do everything he likes, go out and come in whenever he likes, and you can't say anything. As a woman, be okay for yourself. Let the man know he is a bonus. He is a
Let's talk
bonus.
sure, sure. So let's talk about the you Lily. Why you're back in Nigeria, right?
If I'm back in Nigeria, sorry.
Yeah. Are you back in Nigeria?
No, 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 no. I'm here. Actually, I've not been since 16 years. I'm going to be seeing my dad in a week after 16 years. Okay, he's coming down here.
He's coming to the UK.
Yeah, so I invited him to come stay for 3 months and then he go back.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But you've seen a lot of the youth lately wanting to travel to the Western world, right? Because things are hard in Nigeria.
They're not being lazy. There's nothing done there for them. Honestly, I'm not gonna break my country down because I'm not there and like, oh my God, there's nothing I can tell you. Okay. I
Mhm.
my father-in-law was a civil servant. They owing him over 10 million naira that they've not paid back, okay, for his pension. There's nothing for you to do. Let me just say this. There's not a place a young girl can go and say, can I get pad? Do you know that? There's no organization that is local to people where you can call and say, I'm so, I'm struggling at the moment. I can't even get pad. I'm just wondering if I can get help. Girls grow up as a teenager, 15, 16 years old, into this environment. Here, the moment you turn 18, you can then go claim your own benefits. If you don't have a job, the government support you from a baby until 18. They give your mother the money until you're 18 and then go claim yours. So there's that opportunity. Which one do we have back there? What they're gonna do? Which job is there? Organic cream? Many people are taking over that. I can tell them, go do something for yourself. I sometimes say, do you need free land to cultivate something? You can do that for yourself, but are they going to do this for the rest of their life? They go to school, you come out, you have to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody for you to get a job. It's not easy for a middle class or a lower class people than there. So I would not blame anybody. If they come here and I can help, I can. honestly, for them to stand their ground for. Maybe I know somebody. So I would not blame them. They can go wherever they want to go to. It's up to them.
Why haven't you been back home for the past 16 years?
Right. Oh, again, I got my papers in 2019. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's not the first thing for me. It's the only exciting thing for me is my parents, my mom especially was before she sadly passed away, and then my dad. So it was just not okay for me, and not even that. You have process. I was just like, okay, when I get my how do you call it, citizenship, I can then freely go there. For now, nah. I can just invite my family member if I want to see them. It's not a big deal for me. I can't, like I need to go back home. No, it's not a big deal for me.
So, don't you miss back home at all? Don't you miss your siblings?
I
How
miss
many
my
siblings
family.
do you have?
I miss my family, my brothers, mom and
How many
dad.
siblings? Yeah.
I have four siblings. They are older than me, four brothers. They're the only one
Okay.
I miss. I don't really miss activities, and I don't have friends down there, So it's just
Okay.
nothing for me there, if that makes sense. It's just,
Okay.
it's like, it's not where I gained everything that I have today or that I know today. So for some people, it is to them, they have things to go for, but it's not like that for me. It's very different.
Since your siblings are back in Nigeria, I'm going to ask this question. There's so much insecurity in Nigeria, right? I'm sure you hear about all the stories about kidnapping and all that all the time. Has it affected your family, your siblings? Do they have any direct experience with the insecurity in Nigeria right now?
I don't think so. Okay, maybe
Okay.
I I actually don't think so. Insecurity, I think it affects I don't want to say what I shouldn't say because I don't have a lot of experience. Okay, I don't want
Okay.
them to be like, shut up, you're not here. I don't think
I
so.
know.
They've not been in direct contact with it, I say. They've gone to our house, okay, to do some crazy stuff, these crazy people. I just think that's a normal thing because I experienced it 3 times before I left Nigeria. So to us, I think it's just a normal thing, is it? Sadly.
Okay. But you do hear the stories, don't you? Because it's all over
I
the
do.
internet.
I do, but I don't pay a lot of attention to them negative stuff. Sometimes it really breaks your heart and makes you want to say some things. You just have to be like, it is what it
Okay,
is.
so okay. Since you've been in the UK for the past 16 years, I want to know how did you when you got to the UK, okay? Take us through your journey in the UK. I'm more interested. I want to know what job the first job you got, how you
Right.
went, what you're doing now, how hardships you went through. Take us through your journey in the
It
UK.
was a heck of a journey. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, geez. I don't know. The first job I got, I didn't have papers. Had to use
Okay.
someone's, and it was a waitress job. It
Okay.
wasn't like a normal style waitress. It's like them um occasion, when they're doing big parties, so then people that serves and bring out the food from the kitchen. That was the first job. And then the
Okay.
second one, I think I do support work for some time. Yeah, I did waitressing, support work. And then after the support work for quite some time, I got my papers. I was like, oof, that's it, you know. So I went to so many courses. I did like a year, 1 year course, and then I got the job now as a civil servant. Okay, so I work for the government, but I cannot tell
So
you the
how long did it
department.
take you
I'm
to
so
get your
sorry. So
papers?
we don't say the department. And so now I'm a civil servant, which is just amazing, So it makes me so proud, from where I'm coming from and now having to be part of the system, just it's just a great thing for me.
That's wonderful. So, how long have you been a civil servant?
I've been there for 2.5 years, which is really nice.
That's wonderful.
It is.
Is that all you do, or you do some part-time jobs as well?
No, it's a full time. It's a full
Okay.
time. So I work full time. I do social media full time, and I'm a full time mom. That's 3 jobs that I have.
I could feel the excitement in your voice talking about it. Some part of you as well for how far
Yeah,
you've
you know,
come.
it was a big deal for me, you know, having to be after everything I've gone through, and um yeah, it sometimes shows in my videos, and some people just be like,
Yeah.
if I tell them, if you know what I've been through, you will celebrate me, even if I, you know, say crazy stuff. You embrace it and say, yeah, go, girl, you've gone through a lot.
I'm celebrating you right now.
Oh,
You've
thank
done
you.
well
That's
for
really
yourself.
nice. That's really nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, well, let me ask you one question about my country before we wrap up. What have you heard about Ghana?
My brother lived there. Lovely things.
Oh, okay.
He lives in Ghana. His children are
Okay.
there. They say,
Okay.
oh, Jesus is the word. Oh my gosh, my brother used it a lot. I can't remember now how he speaks this English.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. So my brother lives in Ghana. So I
Okay.
know Ghana and Nigeria are very close. I think we're brothers and sisters that never agree. So we always agree to disagree. So we're just one, but not accepting that we're one. Does that make sense? We're very
Yeah.
close,
Yeah.
Ghana and
Yeah, very
Nigeria.
good. Yeah.
They are siblings that fight all the time.
I know, right? But
They
they love
are.
each other. You know that the love is deep. Like
The
your
love
one,
is
your one.
that's it. They don't know how to express the love. They don't, you know, African thing. They don't tell you, "Oh, I
Yeah.
love you." It's just they show you in some ways, but you know the love is there. So that's Nigeria and Ghana.
But our jollof is still better than yours anyway. The argument is
You
done.
know, I will never agree that. I will
Ghana jollof is
never
the
for
best.
once agree that the people who have the best jollof, I
Yeah.
think, is either Gambia or these people. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry, I forgot now. Senegal,
Okay.
I think. So Nigeria and Ghana, stop fighting. Senegal jollof is so nice.
Okay. So, any last advices for ladies on the street, ladies in general? Your last advice to everyone watching this right now?
Be happy with yourself. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's really important when you find the inner happiness and joy within. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what you're doing. What you're doing now can be condemned by your people, but I cannot condemn you. Some people do it as a job. I've seen it. Okay. So there was, sorry, I'm going to go back a bit. There was a video. Somebody said there's no prostitute in UK. I said it's a lie. There's an agency for it. Okay. You go,
Okay.
they take 30% and give you 70%, which is better. You walk there by yourself. You chose to do it. If it's something they choose to do, I think condemning them is stupid. Even if they don't choose to do it, condemning them is still stupid. They go by themselves and do these things. They is a self. If it's a destruction, it's a self-destruction. If it's pleasure, it's self-pleasure. If it's fulfilling, it's self-fulfillment. You understand me? So
Yeah.
what I say to them is be happy with what be happy with yourself. If you think what you're doing is not okay, make a change and upgrade. Okay, so can't condemn them, protect yourself. Just make sure that you know, follow your instinct. If the person is good, your instinct will always tell you very quick. At the back of your head is so low, it tells you don't go or go. So follow your instinct every time and stay safe.
That's beautiful. Any shout out to social media handles and all you want to say shout out to anyone watching you right now? Your social media handles, you can put them out there for
It's
people.
fine. It's
Yes.
easy, Ogbede. If you type it, I'm gonna follow off. I'm all right. It's okay. It's easy underscore Ogbede underscore on Instagram. Easy Ogbede on the Easy_Ogbede_ on TikTok as well. Then Easy Ogbede on Facebook. So yeah.
Okay. I loved every bit of this conversation. It was so insightful. I'm so glad you came to have the chat with me.
No
Thank you
problem.
very
Happy
much,
to be here.
Izzy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I say thank you so much, Izzy. And
Thank you.
that was a very, very beautiful conversation I had with Izzy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was so insightful, right? Don't forget to subscribe to SVTV Africa. Shout out to my boss, DJ Nyam, and the entire production crew. And
That's
keep working
nice. You guys
hard
are
too.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Hello, official pal. Merry Christmas to you all. This year, Bronya, the brutal. What am I talking about? This is the Tap Send Bronya Achedia from Tap Send to you. All you have to do is to send $200 or 200 euros or 200 pounds, and you stand an instant chance to win exciting prizes every Thursday to the end of the year. So what are you waiting for? Send the family members the money. Let them also celebrate Christmas. And by doing that, you also stand a chance of winning exciting prizes from Tap Send. And the grand draw is on the 29th of December, where you stand a chance of winning air fryers, blenders, televisions, a lot of prizes, and free air tickets, 5 of them. Tap Send. Send the people the money. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's reliable.
Having a hard time increasing sales? Every business have challenges. An ineffective marketing strategy? Failing to attract new customers? We can help you. Just Google GhanaOnlineAds.com and create a smart profile page for your business. Ghana Online Ads help local businesses improve their online marketing and increase sales. It also helps local consumers to identify the best business for their project and discover upcoming local events. How does it work? Sign up at GhanaOnlineAds.com, describe your business, add photos, and then publish your listing. Our focus is the long-term success of your business. For more information, visit www.GhanaOnlineAds.com or email sales@GhanaOnlineAds.com.